hello everyone! So happy to be here. Okay, so last week I suddenly and without care, cautions, let people worry about my health situations. I have to apologize for this and to thank for your caring, and I'm very sorry about this, and actually I still can maintain control all the syndromes happened and the situation of my health. So you can just relax and relieve your anxiety about my health situation. So how I can explain about this? Actually, if you want to know about my old disease, that is a very long story. I have to direct back to the age I was just about 20. About 20 that time, I just got an illness that is about a philosophy sickness. So I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, and once time my weight losing down till to the 20 more kilogram. That is very, very terrified situation about my health situation that time. So, and I was not very happy, and I was very desperate, and sadness and disappointment coming with my mood, and brought so many sorrowful things to my life. And then my health is not cured, and then I under the therapy from the doctor said, and under the therapy from doctor we consult with. So among the 10 years, decades, from 20 to 30, I still have the obstructions on sleeping well, and sometimes I will be very tense. So when the time I have to go to bed, I have to sleep well. Adversely, I cannot sleep and feel very tension. I couldn't close eye and go into the dream. And in the decades, sometimes when the illness happened, I almost cannot sleep for three days to 1 week. Sometimes the extreme peak of the illness happened. I once the time, the longest time I cannot sleep is 2 weeks. it's 2 weeks. I didn't sleep. So that is very exhausted. My ability and my strength, the heart is become very weak, and my brain headache is very, very serious. And when after 3 days or 2 weeks I didn't sleep, the very long time I opened my eye and searching something to do, and that is make my syndrome become very horrible and very serious. So the dizziness and the very heavy headache coming up, and my heartbeat is very weak and tension. So that is a very long time, almost 2 decades. I am 41 years old, and my old disease accompanied with me for 2 decades, 20 years. And then I just control it very well recently. But the damage has done. So I have a very long period of time. The heart is just destroyed by my old disease. That's truly very terrified, and that is why I always have to tell you that when my old days come, I have to take a very entire rest, and sometimes that is challenging to me. I have to conquer the job is needs very high attention or very high strength to just responsible for some duty from the job. So that is very, very, very hard to me sometimes. So every time I can just conquer and be responsible for some jobs, I will be very happy with. And that is very honored that I feel I can just control the situation of my health. And by the way, I can just handle that all the duty from my job. That is very important to me. And these days, from the year before last year, I decided to leave my family, because I discover every time I touch my family member, the illness, my syndrome happened, become more serious. I don't know why. So I decide to leave my family, and I live alone and handle my stuff alone. I take care of my health alone, and I practice to make my daily life habits to be normal, sleeping normal, eating normal. So after 1 year till now, I can control my illness very entirely normally. So that is very naturally. I can just to live like a normal person. So always I feel grateful. It's all from this reason and the excuse why I can just come back to be a normal person. So that is why always sometimes I tell you that my old is coming. That means I couldn't sleep, and my heartbeat is very weak and very tension. My headache come accompanied with. So that will be very, very complicated, that I have to hold on the syndromes coming up, and to just maintain the ability that I can just have the capability to hold and control my daily life, include my job, and something that I have to handle with. Okay. I don't know if you want to know my ODC, but I have to explain this. So every time I tell all the young people, whatever or how the pressure you encounter with, you just need to think one thing, is that your body is only one, your health is only one, and at the time you damage it, if the conclusion is couldn't direct back, you couldn't just make all the situation back to the original point that is priority to you. You have to maintain and make a very high attention on your health. People are aging. The time passing by. The age you get older, the health is just older. The healing, the possibility of healing by the time you get aged, that will be harder and harder to cure your disease. So you couldn't just miss the opportunity you can cure your health. And when the body is very, very urgent and emergent, you couldn't and you can do anything very well. So I always say that if you can maintain and conserve your whole entirely mountains, woods, you cannot worry about you don't have the woods to burn. That is an old saying. So I always want you to remember this. To be healthy, to maintain, protect yourself. That is the very, very important, the very thing you have to bear in mind, and always put it in the bottom of your heart to remind, to remember, to memorize, to just think about this. That is very important to protect yourself on the health. Okay, today we just finished the section entirely. So the last question is here. Okay, just let's see how the question is, and then we can just solve it quickly. Okay, so let's see. Okay, the question says that here are two objects, A and B. The two objects, A is 2 kilograms, B is 1 kilogram. So the A object is on a certain height, and the height is about 105 meters. Then the A object is on the height, and then it is just falling down frequently. In a coincident time, the B object is just under the absolutely opposite position on the ground toward the A object. and the B is thrown up in a vertical direction by the velocity is 75 meters per second. If we say the gravity accessory G is 10 meters per second squared, so if in the space the two objects just have collision become combined to the one entire object. So we assume after collision, the t seconds, the two objects combining and touching the ground. Thus, what is the t is? What is the t is? Okay, because the question asks us what the t is. So we have to say the time the collision needs is t1. So we say the time the collision needs is t1. And then, can you see this? The A object is just on the height is about 105 meters. So we know the height, the h is 105. So that will be 1 over 2 mv squared. 1 over 2 m. That will be 1 over 2 gt squared. 1 over 2 gt squared. G is 10. Here, the gravity accessory G. And T1 squared. And the plus (75T1). So the B object used the velocity 75 meters per second to throw down in the vertical direction to minus 1 of 2. 10 T1 squared. Thus, here is only one T1 in the equation, and it is all equal 105. So we can get the T1 is 1.4. 1.4 and 2. So we say from the setting out till combining up and touching the ground, the entire time is T2. So we say from setting out till combining up and then touching ground. time is t2. So we know the vector c, the vector rc will equal ma r vector ra plus mb rb vector ma plus mb. So we bring the ma is 2 kilogram and 1 kilogram. The ma is 2. Multiply 105. And the mb is 1. Multiply 0. And ma is 2, mb is 1. So thus, it will equal 70 meter. 70 meter. And then the VC vector is equal MA VA vector plus MB VB vector. MA plus MB. So thus, the MA is 2. The VA vector is 0. Plus MB is 1. The VB is 75. And the 2 plus 1 will equal 25 meter seconds. So if the R vector is adversary, so the negative 70 will equal 25 T2 minus 1 of 2, 10 T2 squared. Thus, T2 squared minus 5T2 minus 14, 0 equals 0. Thus, T2 is 7 seconds. We get the T2 and the T1. What is the T? What is the T? So the question asks you, assume after collision, they will just combining up and touching the ground. What is the time after collision and to the ground? The time is what? So the time, the T is T2 minus T1. T2 is from setting out till combining out and then touching the ground. T1 is the time the collision needs. So after collision till ground is the T2 minus T1. So you can just get this. So that is 5.6 seconds. So here is very, very simple to solve it. Can you realize it? Can you realize it? So that is all about today's question. So I hope you can have a wonderful time. And today we finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. And the topic 4, non-elastic collision. This is scripture. So I have heard of some very adorable children want my scripture. So if you really want, you can just type a message to me. I will send to you. The scripture is very chaotic. I didn't write it very beautiful, but if you like it, you can tell me. I can send it to you if you like. So that is very chaotic. Didn't in any order. So okay, thank you for your watching. So next video we are going to talk about collision and the potential energy. So that will be lasting several days. We're still in the physics. So that it will be very important about this. Thank you for your watching. See you next time. Bye bye.